Hello. Is time running out?
Never.
It
Well,
is. It is.
yeah.
Is it too late?
Never.
Never.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is
I was just thinking time. Time is such a weird concept,
it
right? It
is. And maybe
freezes,
there's
it's water, it's everything.
right. And maybe there's alternative timelines and everything. And like, but it is moving right along. It
Yes.
is. But it's never too late, right?
Yeah.
Every moment is a chance to move forward. That's what we're exploring today. uh, Jenny and Bonita and Sunny and the Joy Feather. So, all right. So, yeah, if you don't get moving now, the thing is that not only, by the way, this is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode today, I believe, right, than we've been doing, right? So, if you don't get, and that's part of this, right? We're getting moving too. Because if you don't get moving, you're not only kind of staying stuck in one place, you're actually going backwards. Because what happens, you're going backwards. I'm going to go you're backwards, right? My backwards, you're backwards. You're training your nervous system when you don't get moving. You're training it to wait, which then makes it harder and harder to get moving, right? Have you ever felt that? I'm just going to ask right here, how many people who out there in listening land, screen land have felt like once you started putting something off, once you procrastinated about it a little bit, it just gets even harder to do the next time you try, right? So yeah, I'm going to tell a little story about something that I just got to after probably, I'm guessing, a year and a half of procrastinating on it. There were some reasons, some good reasons to do that, and the elements that I procrastinated on most, though, were not healthy for my business or for me. Okay. So what it is I have, I connecting with people directly is part of my work. I need to do that, right? And when somebody comes into my world, like by, doing the creative burnout quiz, which I'll share with you later, or by getting some of my creative channels, meditations, things like that, or just sees me at a summit or something like that. When somebody comes into my world, I got to follow through on that, right? I do.
Yeah.
And that is something that I have slowly been coming to not procrastinating on so much, but I can totally tell you that every single time I made a choice in any given moment to not do that, when it was time to do that, when it was natural to do that, when it was a good flow to do that, every single time I, got in my own way, overthought things, and made a choice to do something else at those moments, it really got me stuck there. It increased my insecurity. I had missed opportunities for everything, right? For connection at its heart, especially. And yeah, so that is the consequences of that. And I can report now, fortunately, that I have developed what I've called my emotional support workflow to give me a system. Like, that was the part that did need a little time to germinate and figure out what was best for me. An emotional support workflow system.
I like the name of that.
Yeah.
That is so good.
Yeah, it's to remind me of how to do it, when to do it, and to support me, right? Because like I said, those insecurities had gotten pretty big, so I had to kind of add some extra elements to my reminders in order to like cheer myself on and everything. So there's it's never too late. That's what we said, right? And
Right.
time goes by, so now is the time. And I'm going to ask everybody out there in listening land to share in the comments about a time when you were waiting on something for so long that it ended up getting like ridiculously hard to do or feeling impossible. And yeah, Bonita, so yeah, put that in the comments, and we will interact with them later. And Bonita, I would love a story for you, because I'm sure you have one about a time that it got harder after you procrastinated about something or other.
Would you like them alphabetically or chronologically?
all the time.
I have a really
Just
brief
one
one from my
way.
dad. My dad used to use that line all the time. When is the best time to plant a tree? 20 years ago. The next best time is today. So, it makes a huge difference there. But with me, here's one that's a real fresh one in my mind, because every single spring I clean out my car. And I mean, when I clean it out, it's completely, everything is out. Mats, glove compartment, under the seats, the whole works. It all comes out, because after a Canadian winter, my car is like a mobile catch-all. And I find things like, why do I have 3 umbrellas under the seat and 4 pairs of gloves? Well, this year I was putting it off. It's August. I usually do this in the spring. Now, we did have some bad weather, a little excuse there, but I kept putting it off. And the longer I left it, the bigger the job seemed inside my head.
Yep.
It's the same job, but it just got growing in my head. Yesterday, I had a friend here helping me with another job, the flooded basement. And as she was leaving, she asked, "Is there anything else I can help you with?" Now, here's another little lesson I'm learning. Ask for help and accept it when it's offered.
Yes.
And I jumped right away and I said, "Yes, please help me empty my car." So we did. And that was the step that I really needed. The car is not clean, but it's empty. And now the next step feels manageable. And hopefully I'll get it cleaned this weekend if the weather cooperates. And I have some extra incentive because I'm driving back to Newfoundland soon. And I don't want to spend the whole road trip surrounded by the archaeological remains of last winter. And, sometimes I don't have to finish the thing. I just need that little bit of momentum to break that feeling of procrastination.
Just a little bit. Exactly. So, I'm hearing an echo. I'm not sure where that's coming from.
I don't hear it here.
Okay, good. It's just momentary. So yeah. And the thing is about this, when we put things off, right, is, and everybody does it to some extent or another. But when we do it, there's sort of little reasons, there's sort of little things that it gums up, like Bonita, when you put off cleaning out your car in the spring, it kind of snowballed a little bit once some things started happening in the summer that were a little bit huge and hairy, as one of my former clients would say. And speaking of her, though, I will say that even those little things, they end up because they seem little at the time, but they do end up like interfering with your dreams. And that client that I was just talking about, and I've had a few of these clients, although this was the longest one. I had clients who wanted, as part of their dreams, to publish a book. I've had a few clients like that, right? And this particular one took 40 years to do it until we started working together, and then it took like a year. so yeah. And she had mostly written the book, but it was procrastinating on moving forward on some of the other kinds of steps, and some of the editing. So yeah, that did feel to her like kind of getting bogged down. And there was parts of her life that she felt that she could not really enjoy so much, because that was kind of always in the back of her mind. And the thing, you, me, Bonita, you too, everybody, all of us, our Joy Feather and Sunny too, we want to enjoy life now, right? And not get bogged down by insecurity or fears or, the weather, right? And the real reason for that, though, is because we don't even want, as you said earlier, the 20 years ago was the best time to plant a tree. We don't even want to put our dreams off for even another year or another 5 years, right? If we can be, which in most cases we can be, moving ahead in tiny ways. Again, as you said, Bonita, right? And some things in life are okay to wait on. They're okay. Like I said before, it was okay for me to wait till the system developed. There was elements of you waiting to clean your car, Bonita, that were okay, right? They're okay to wait on, and some things need a slow burn. But yes, your car is related to your joy. Yeah. And my emotional support workflow, my new system, is related to my joy, because that allows me to connect with clients, to put off the things that are going to bring you the most joy. That kind of slow burn is eventually going to burn you back. and you will be looking at your life with some regrets.
Yeah.
Maybe, right? So the key is joy in all caps. And by the way, it's your joy and not anybody else's. So that's what we're going to explore next, which is, what does enjoy life to the fullest mean to you? Because this is going to be how you get to decide what things you're going to do the steps towards, even if they're uncomfortable or seem hard at the moment. It's going to be about those things that you get to, anything that kind of connects with getting to enjoy your life to the fullest. All right, are we ready? Let me give you some examples. You like sitting on a beach somewhere. For some people, that's enjoying life to the fullest. Building their business, that's a big one for me. It helps me to enjoy my life to my fullest. And for some people, it's letting their business just completely start to run itself, right? Which can be done. Spending time with people you care about or your pets, like Sir Fuzzy. What is it, Sir Fuzzy? What is
Fuzzy butt.
Sir what?
Sir Fuzzy butt.
And Sir Speckly Butt, he's a bunch of different things. And for me, it's spending time with my cat Oz right now. Hobbies like gardening and crafts and hiking and swimming. That's another big one for me. Traveling the world. I'm going nomadic soon. And these are in parts of enjoying life to my fullest. So I'm not going to be letting things get in the way. Those are the things that lead to those things. Those are the things that I do not procrastinate on. Okay? That I move forward on in tiny steps. So, Bonita, what does it mean for you to enjoy your life to the fullest?
Well, it changes with, location and time and things like that. But enjoying life to the fullest isn't really, one big thing. It's just being curious and noticing what's around me. Spending time with the people I care about, of course. Being out with Zephyr, who's also known as Sir Fuzzy Butt and Sir Speckly Butt, depending on his haircut at the time. And I should mention the reason he's named Zephyr, he runs like the wind. So that's where that name came from. And I love to travel, explore places I've never been, or just walking somewhere where I've been 100 times and noticing something different. It's having meaningful work and creating things that might make somebody else's day a little bit brighter. So having fun and laughing, being silly, look at the mascot I got from my business. I like to be silly, and I like to find those tiny moments that would be really easy to just walk right on by if I wasn't paying attention. Like the flowers in my neighborhood, the way the clouds look in the sky. The sun was really cool there a couple of days ago, and I did some video of it in one of my Wild Wandering Wonders. So for me, living life to the fullest doesn't mean every moment has to be extraordinary. It just means being there for the ordinary ones too.
Being there for the ordinary. Exactly. So, all right. Well, to help us do that, right? To help us feel into, that was Bonita's joy. I shared some of mine. What is yours? And to help us feel into that, we're going to play our game from Sunny and the Joy Feather. We're going to play Dare or Dare like we do, right? So here we go. Sunny and the Joy Feather have a dare for us today. Hey, Sunny. How you doing? All right. We dare you and ourselves. Sunny and the Joy Feather are daring us, me and Bonita, to feel into your joy, right? So whatever, you heard the lists that Bonita and I shared. We're going to each pick one of those things that we really enjoy. I'm going to try to do it simultaneously while I talk you through it. I can do that sometimes. Multitasking, yeah. And you're going to remember that time. You're going to pick one of those times when you actually have been doing one of those things that makes you feel like you're living life to your fullest and like you're enjoying things, enjoying the moment fully. You're going to remember this moment when you felt what you want to call joy. And by the way, there's no comparison to what you've ever heard anyone else describe. Take any concept of joy in your head right now and throw that out the window. Throw it, right? Throw it out. Take that out. You're going to remember the time when you felt something that you call joy and how you feel it. Go ahead and close your eyes for a moment. Okay. Just feel into that moment. when you feel joy? What are you doing? What are you seeing? What are you hearing, feeling, smelling, and tasting even in this moment? This moment. Bring that joy to this moment. If it was a memory that's behind you, put it in front of you. If it's far away, pull it close. It's now, it's here. This moment. And then answer this question with one word. What makes this joy mine is. What makes this joy mine is. Just insert one word in there. If others come, that's okay too. That's great. All right. And feel free to share that word in the comments as well. You're feeling that. Bonita, what did you put in front of you? What was a moment or what was the word that made it yours?
The word was Newfoundland because I just got back from there. It's associated with family. And I love being outside. And Newfoundland is known for its outdoorsness. Looking at the ocean, all those incredible views, that feeling, that sense of wonder I get when I stop and I really take it all in. Yep. And it doesn't really have to be in Newfoundland because I can get the same feeling walking down by the lake, like I do at home with Zephyr anyway. Watching the sunset, noticing something unusual in the sky, discovering something I've walked past dozens of times and never really seen. Yeah. And that's a big part of joy for me, that curiosity and wonder, that little, oh, look at that moment. Because really noticing what's around me, I am right there in that moment. I'm not worrying about yesterday or racing ahead to tomorrow. I am here.
Yeah. So what's in this moment, and did you bring it? It's in front of you. Do you feel it in front of you right now? Yay! Great.
View from my mother's deck. I can look out to the Bay of Islands, and that's what I see.
Yeah. Well, here's a question though. What if you were out, like, in some kind of like, doctor's appointment that you weren't real fond of or something like that? Can you imagine bringing it to that moment too?
Absolutely. I'm very good at doing that now.
Yeah, great.
I mean, it can be a struggle sometimes when there's a lot of stuff going on. But, usually I can get a kernel of it and I let that kernel pop like popcorn.
Right, like popcorn. So yeah, out there in Greenland, like have that now. You have that moment in front of you. It's always there. And that is a beacon, right, that you can follow. So we're going to lean into this and grow from this place, right? That's what you can do for the rest of your life now, right? And how the secret of keeping that, right? Keeping it is creative joy. And I'm going to help you to make that yours as things move along over the next few days and weeks and months, right? So stay tuned in a few weeks here on Happier Together for an announcement about my Days of Play challenge that's coming around again. And that's kind of where Bonita and I got to know each other. It was in my very first Days of Play challenge quite some time ago. So we're going to do that in a couple of weeks. And for now, we are going to do this quiz, which is called the Creative Burnout Quiz. And it's going to help you get aware of what your nervous system needs to stop procrastinating, to move beyond procrastination and into your next steps towards getting your momentum going on the things that bring you the most joy. That is key. What brings you the most joy? You've got a sort of like a little package of it with you now to remember the feeling of it. So following that feeling and what are the next steps towards it. So you can start with the quiz. Bonita, do you remember what your quiz results were the last time you took it and like what your nervous system was?
I redid it because of all the stuff I've been dealing with my mom being sick and things like that. So resilience. And it absolutely does make sense because, like I said, with mom being sick, the traveling back and forth, and then coming home to a flooded basement. I mean, hey, who doesn't need resilience after that?
Yeah. Who doesn't exactly? It's timing of everything, right? So yeah, for who's listening, and you could get the results of resilience or energy or clarity. And it's kind of interesting. Sometimes people have taken it more than once, and it's different at different times of their lives. And if you guess, right, take a little guess what your results are going to be: clarity, energy, or resilience, and then just take the quiz and see, because that can be a very interesting exercise as well. And it's really cool that even we're talking about momentum, right? Even doing this quiz is taking action on your creative joy, right?
Yes.
So this is the start of building the momentum already towards the things you want. Yeah, we're going to get you living through this quiz, starting through this quiz in a place where whatever you're choosing that makes you live and enjoy your life to the fullest, to have that feeling that you have felt just a moment ago, to have it right in front of you where you can just reach out and grab it. That's the place we're going to get you living. And yeah, so thanks so much for today, and bye from Sunny and the Joy Feather. We're going to dance you out here to our little theme song. Bye, Sunny. It's so been great to see you. Thanks out there in listening land. We will reply to your comments later. And yay, here we go. It's not playing. Come on. Oh, there we go.